Welcome to this presentation of UPSL soccer action, live on YouTube and presented by the Atlantic Soccer Media Group.
And welcome to tonight's United Premier Soccer League semifinal match between Pachuca and your Georgia Revolution. And now for your starting lineups. First for Pachuca, wearing number 12, Freddie Sanchez. Number 71, Oscar Hermengildo. Wearing number 73, Brian Gomez. Number 60, Brian Ralda. Number 17, Jefferson Diaz. Number 5, Stefano Porceli. 29, Alex Ruiz. Number 50, Axel Hermengildo. Number 77, Daniel Juarez. Number 25, Kiwatli Santillan. Number 78, Diago Iturzaga. And now the starting lineups for your Georgia Revolution. Wearing number 10, Gustavo Atencio. Number 13, Alexis Iturio. Number 7, Micah Schneider. Number 16, Ricky Martinez. Number 17, Jermaine Hughes. Number 24, Casey Newman. Number 15, Christian Ransom. Number 3, Raymond Alion. Number 2, Tiago Kittleman. Number 5, Christian Corona. And the man in net, number 93, Nick Nelson. Now everybody please rise and join us in the playing of the national anthem.
Hold on. Wait, wait, wait. corner kick for the Revolution. No, it'll be a throw-in, excuse me. Looks like we're going to get a Soggy Hirsch special here from Corona. He gets it into the box. Getting over to Atencio. Ricky Martinez settles that ball down, still with it. Turia and Corona mix up their wires there. And now Pachuca's running with it, but Corona steps in front. Kittleman. It's over to Atencio. What a ball there. Oh, and Atencio tries to get over to Snyder. As Daniel Juarez tried to save that for Pachuca, but it'll be a Revolution throw. Corona with a throw to Atencio again. Atencio rounds the corner, sends the cross in to Aturia, but now falls to Martinez. And we got a shot and a save. Freddy Sanchez with a save for Pachuca. I believe that was Christian Ransom that took that shot for the Revolution. Now Casey Newman collects it in the middle for the Revolution. Gives it over to Corona. Corona now to Kittleman. Kittleman finds Hugh, former Jamaican international. Ransom. Back to Aline. Rev's doing a good job of recycling this ball. Kittleman back to Aline. Goes more direct to Hugh. Hugh taps it over. Ooh, Atencio couldn't get that touchdown. Now Sanchez. Corona steps in front of that. Martinez dances around, sends it back to Kittleman. Aline. Back to Kittleman. Pachuca doing a very good job of keeping their shape at the back. The Revs are having to really pick them apart to get anything. So that's going to go out for a goal kick. Seventh minute, still 0-0 in this semifinal match. Sanchez sends that through. Newman's there for the Revolution. Corona just ushers that ball out. Diaz for the throw in with Pachuca. Trying to go over the top. Kittleman's there for the Revolution. That's headed back in by Ruiz. Daniel Juarez fouled. Mike Schneider pushed him in the back. That's free kick for Pachuca now. Porcelli sends it in. Here's a chance for Pachuca, and it's a goal for Pachuca out of nowhere. And now the Revolution have their work cut out for them, as the Revolution just kind of fell asleep in the back there. Just a little flick to the back post. The Revolution weren't ready for it, and it's 9th minute now. Revolution down 1-0. So we're back underway now. Hugh with it for the Revolution. Revolution did bring a lot of firepower to tonight's match, as Martin Saucedo, the club's leading goal scorer in the club history, is on the bench. So that just tells you how much firepower there is out there for the Revolution. But they're going to need to keep it together in the back. They want to get back into this one. Gomez throws it in. I'm going to usher it out. Schneider with it now for the Revolution. Gets stepped on. Interesting to see what Pachuca does here. Do they keep playing, trying to add to their tally, or do they kind of sit back? They were doing a really good job of keeping their shape in that first couple minutes. See if they put more defenders behind the ball. Now Atencio's trying to get on it for the Revolution. Doesn't quite get there. Now Pachuca has it. Good run there. This could be another one for Pachuca if the Revs aren't careful. And there it is. Oh, my goodness. 2 goals in 2 minutes for Pachuca. Revolution are just absolutely shocked here. Good thing for the Revolution here. The only good thing that's going for them right now is we're only in the 11th minute. They have a lot of time to get this back. But they've really got to focus in here. Revolution, no strangers here at Eagles Perch at Warhawk Stadium of coming back from 2-0 deficits. They've done it multiple times. Now we're back underway. Ricky Martinez, what a ransom. In terms of comebacks, the quarterfinal match for the Revolution, they went down to 10 men in the first half, then down a goal, and somehow managed to get that win after being down a man for nearly 75 minutes of that quarterfinal match. As it did rain a lot here the last few days, as a lot of the Revs players were slipping there. Field is slick. And another lapse by the Revolution. They just cannot keep focused here. As now, as you can see, Pachuca smells blood in the water, and they are doing a higher press now. Revs have to break this and get something out of it. Snyder tries to head that ball backwards, doesn't get onto it as Gomez clears that out. And Juarez tries to keep it in, but that ball did go out. It will be a Revs throw. Christian Rona gets us underway. Hugh to Tencio. Tencio back heel to Hugh. But Pachuca able to clear their lines. Kittleman. Kittleman slides. Hugh tried to send it in the middle. Nobody's there. Now Casey Newman. Hughes pushed in the back. The ref says no. Daniel Juarez picked from behind. Schneider to Hugh. Hugh sends it across to Ransom. Eteria. Again, the passes are just a little too slow for the Revolution right now. They're kind of shell-shocked, you can tell. They were not expecting to be down 2-0 this early in the game. As they go over the top to Snyder. Snyder can't get his boot onto it.
And Fans, we invite you to visit the amazing guacamole food truck for delicious Mexican cuisine. And while you're there, also visit Ship Coffee for delicious hot or cold beverages. Remember to also visit our fan shop for the greatest Georgia Revs gear.
Throw is in.
The Revs jersey on sale for $25.
Newman with a slide, trying to get over to Atencio, but it falls through. Pachuca gets on it. That ball's cleared through by Kittleman. Falls in front of Atencio. Sanchez there to clean it up for Pachuca. Be interesting to see what Coach Diaz does. Does he want to wait till later in the match to bring in firepower, or does he go a little earlier? Another thing to look out for, especially on Pachuca's side, is do they get complacent with a 2-0? It's the famous words, is 2-0 is the most dangerous lead in the world. Only matters depending on your attitude towards the match. As the Revs get fouled. And the Revs go quick. Got Casey Newman in the box. Looks like Ransom overran that ball just a little bit, but it falls back to Hugh. Hugh chips it over to Snyder. Snyder back to Corona. Corona picks a pass, goes over, but nobody's there. So that's just missed by Aline. That could be a bad mistake for the Revolution. Luckily, Kittleman's there for the Revs. But something's got to give with the back line for the Revolution tonight, and it's got to happen quick. Ituria. Hugh. Atencio. Revolution throw here. Corona wanted to go quick to Snyder. Snyder taps it back to Corona. Now Corona finds Newman. Newman takes a shot. Ooh, Sanchez almost dumped it, but Atencio was there for the Revs. At this point for the Revolution, you just want to get a little bit of rhythm going. Maybe keep the ball, move the ball quickly. Doesn't always have to be positive, but you got to get some rhythm going. Snyder goes back to Corona. Now Kittleman. One of the bright spots with the Revolution as a club, as there's a slip there. Ricky Martinez comes back for the Revolution. But on the bench for the Revolution tonight is Damarian McCray, the wonder kid here for the Revolution. He's getting a lot of Division I college interest, especially after the Georgia's College Showcase on Wednesday. Damarian's got the likes of Clemson, High Point, Gardner-Webb, and even St. Louis, the team who just made the College Cup today, also has the most national championship, D1 soccer championships of all time. So might get to see Damarian McCray play tonight at some point. Ituria dances around. It's going to be a Pachuca throw, though. Let's go Ali Santillian. Pass that over, and what a save. That was Daniel Juarez with the shot for Pachuca. Kittleman gives it back to Nelson. Nelson's got to get a little more confidence after letting those first two through. Pachuca team doing a great job of just clogging all the passing lanes whenever the Revs try to move up. You can see how they were able to take out the top-seeded Potros. Gittleman gets it over to Corona. Corona goes over the top to Atencio. Atencio finds Snyder. Snyder back to Corona. As Atencio tried to flick it over the top. Almost went off. Now we got a quick throw. Atencio chests it over. Newman wins it over to Corona. Tips it over to Snyder. He can't get his foot on that one quite as well as he'd like to. But Atencio wins it back. Ituria heads it over to Hugh. Hugh in the top of the box. It's got a runner. Hugh takes a shot off the crossbar. Jamaican sensation. Almost brought one back there. Pachuca's got to be careful of giving the Revs space on the top of the box because the Revs do have some players that can take advantage of that. Sanchez gets us back underway. Ricky Martinez wins that one. Snyder tried to get the second ball but couldn't. Tirizaga couldn't quite get to that one for Pachuca. Eagles perch here at Warhawk Stadium is a very narrow field. Could take some getting used to. That ball goes out. Be a Revs throw. Atencio chests it back to Corona. Gomez gets there first. Now Ruiz, but it's stolen. Ituria gets pulled. Ituria tried to get it over Snyder twice. But it's finally cleared out. Corona. Ooh. Daniel Juarez took that brunt on the top of his cleat. I know that one stung. Have a revolution throw again. Give it over to Aline. Now Ransom. Kittleman. Ooh, Snyder. That ball kind of copped up on him in the last second. It's unfortunate. There's a lot of bad bounces here for the Revolution tonight. They just got to make sure they keep their head on straight and stay in the game. 23rd minute, still 2-0 to Pachuca. Tirizaga pushes Kittleman down after the ball has gone away. Lean. Ransom. As he goes long, trying to find Atencio. It's going to go over his head. Atencio almost gets there. Revolution throw. Aline. Terria's pushed down. Something that Pachuca's got to be careful of. Especially being up 2-0. You don't want to get your guys into yellow card trouble. As that ball goes over, it's going to find Snyder. Snyder can't get it down. Gets it over to Hugh. Hugh tries the nutmeg. Good there by Ruiz as he gets it over the top. Let's say a Pachuca throw. It was Iturizaga for Pachuca that was up there. Brian Gomez with the throw. Cleared out by the Revs, not all the way. Nick Nelson picks it up for the Revolution. Let's see if they go quick. It's dead. They get it over to Tencio. Tencio to Ateria. Ateria recently, last season, played in the TST tournament up in Cary, North Carolina. Five-a-side tournament up there. Now Snyder gets the ball in the middle of the pitch, gets it over to Tencio. Tencio's got Hugh running. I'm not sure what Atencio did there. He was trying to take a shot. '27th minute, the Revs really need to get something before halftime if they want to stay in this. The game's really settled down since those 2 goals came in for Pachuca. As Aline's pushed in the back. Ref says no, though. Aline over to Ransom. Awateria. Tencio. Tencio fouled from behind. Quick there by the Revolution. Tried to get over to Hugh. Kittleman's there for the Revolution. Now Aline. Over to Ransom. Ransom switches play to Snyder. Snyder heads it down. Corona's there. It's going to go off of Juarez as the quick throw comes in for the Revolution. Snyder fighting for it. And that was the smart play there just to clear it out, but it will be a corner kick for the Revolution.
I'd like to take this time to thank all of our amazing sponsors.
That was Alex Ruiz who had the smart play for Pachuca just by clearing it out. That's always a tough situation when you're defending in your own box because you have to get that one right, because if Ruiz catches Snyder there, it could be a penalty. Now Jermaine Hugh, who just took one off the crossbar a few minutes ago, is going to take this corner for the Revolution. Casey Newman's there, and it just goes over. The Revs want to get back into this game. They're going to want to take advantage of all of their...
Buddy Kelly Properties Inc., State Farm, Brian Brakefield agent. Suma Sportswear.
Got a replay here, and you'll see Casey Newman was able to get in front of his defender there. He just wasn't able to get over top of that one. Sanchez Gets it away. Newman's there. Hugh. Oh, he stepped over the ball. Now Pachuca has it. Schneider fighting for the ball. Wins it back. Gets pushed down. And he gets fouled. Stefano Porcelli with the foul. Kittleman. Tensio gets pulled down. Teria dancing with it, gets it over to the corner. Well, that could be a handball. Ref says it's a corner, though. Not sure if that was in the box or not. I think it was. We'll get a look at it here. No, he had his arm inside. No handball there. So now the corner kick comes in. It's flicked on. Saved by Sanchez. And it's cleared out by Pachuca. That was a great opportunity for the Revolution. Martinez sends it in. Nobody's there for the Revolution. Sent back. Atencio! Oh, cleared off the line. Oh, just pure unluck for the Revolution. But you feel it coming. As now that's a foul right outside the box. Yeah, Gustavo Atencio just couldn't quite get enough juice on his kick. And Pachuca was able to clear it off the line. But now the Revolution have another dangerous chance. As Hugh, who is known for his free kicks in Jamaica, well, does he try to go back post to this, or does he try to sneak one in himself? Sanchez isn't going near post. Oh, and there he goes. What a save. Be another corner kick here for the Revolution, though. Refs go quick. Atencio. Back to Hugh. Hugh chips it. Try to get it back post. Didn't get enough foot under that one enough. As Ateria gets it now. Revolution smells blood in the water themselves here. See if they can get one as it's crossed in. Trying to go back post. So that was Kittleman. And Jermaine Hugh tried to sneak it in that far post. But Sanchez was up to the task for Pachuca. "33rd minute. Pachuca still leading 2-0. They scored two very early goals, 2 minutes apart, while the Revs were sleeping early in this match. This Ransom slips and falls. That one's sent down the line. That one's going to go out of play. Pachuca throw. Casey Newman heads that one down. Ricky Martinez gets cleats just straight into his foot. As Newman cleans that one. Ransom. He's got Aturia on the outside. Goes inside to Hugh, and it's a goal! Jermaine Hugh. It's fantastic there. I thought Ransom was going to go slide it to Aturia, but finds Hugh at the top of the key, and Hugh does not make a mistake there. And the Revolution find themselves right back in this game. It's exactly what they needed. And see if they can get another one before halftime. We'll definitely have a lively second half if that happens, but they also have to make sure they don't give one up here. As now you see Pachuca, after letting that goal in, are going to continue their high press they were very successful with in the first 15 minutes. That's definitely a foul on Kittleman. They're going to be one of those dangerous opportunities that Revolution are going to have to withhold. So that was Kuwatli Santillan who was fouled. Pachuca have a chance here to answer right back. Porcelli's over the ball. Porcelli. The wall did its job, but it'll be a corner kick now for Pachuca. Revs still have to pay attention here.
You as well could heat up. If you visit one of our two wonderful food truck offerings, we have guacamoles, amazing Mexican cuisine, and then we also have shipped coffees and drinks, a wide selection of both hot and cold drinks, both located right down there by the Georgia Reds fan shop.
Pachuca sends the cross in. It's going to be cleared out by the Revolution. Pachuca throw. Pachuca taking their time here. Kind of break up the rhythm, make sure the Revolution don't get in too much of a rhythm. Throws in, cleared out by the Revolution. Newman can't keep that one. Now Pachuca has a chance here. Kuwatli takes that shot. Looks like there was a deflection there. Will be a goal kick for the Revolution. See, the Revolution just can't quite seem to keep it. Pachuca doing a great job of smothering, as that did take a deflection off a Pachuca player. That's why we have a goal kick, because Kittleman has it now. There's a lean, stepped in front of that, got over to Ransom. Ransom to Hugh, the goal scorer. Hugh chips it up, trying to get it with Tencio. Tencio with it. Oh, back heel there by Hugh. That was magnificent. Kittleman lets that one go. Revolution having a hard time breaking those lines for Pachuca. They could be trying to bait him to try to stretch the field a little bit here. Maybe get a little bit more space. Corona got that stuck under his foot, but he gets it back to Kittleman. Snyder tried to get to that one. Jefferson Diaz was there for Pachuca. Gomez clears that one. Kittleman steps in front. And now it's going to fall, but not quite enough for Snyder. Diaz cleared that one. It comes back. Newman for the Revolution. Ooh, another back heel by Hugh, but the slope of the pitch got him there. He tried to back heel it down the line. Unfortunately for Hugh there, there's two drains on the edge there, and the slope made the ball go out of bounds. Snyder picks it up for the Revolution here. Chips it over. Oh, Hugh wasn't ready for it. Now Aturia. Aturia finds Hugh. Hugh switches the play, but can't quite get it over to Ransom. Now Corona. No options. Hugh. Bad mistake there by Atencio. Atencio gets back onto it as Newman's down in the middle of the pitch. That's not good news for the Revolution. He's holding his hamstring as Snyder tries to go in. The Revs might have to make an early substitution here. Newman is limping heavily. Coach tell him to go down. '41st minute. 2-1, Pachuca over Georgia Revolution now. Revolution trying to get another goal before half, but Casey Newman for the Revolution has gone down. Newman is one of the bright pieces for their Revolution and their set pieces because he's so tall. He's easy to find. Newman's back up, but I think he might be coming out. As you see the playoff bracket here, winner of this game moves on to play the winner of the Atlanta United Academy and Kalanji Pro Profile game. And the Atlanta United Academy and Kalanji Pro Profile game will be on Tuesday. Kalanji Pro Profile just recently qualified for the U.S. Open Cup first round proper. Proud achievement for a team from the Georgia Premier Conference. As we're back underway now. Hugh. If the Revolution want to get back even in this match, they've got to win these 50-50 balls, second chance 50-50 balls. As you hear there, the Georgia Revolution all-time goal scorer for the club, Martin Saucedo, is in the match now. Martin Saucedo last in the spring season passed Quadrupoku as Pachuca get his chance here, and oh, it was almost there. Again, the Revolution just falling asleep at the back. Got to stay focused. As I was saying, Martin Saucedo passed club legend Quadrupoku in the spring season last year to become the Georgia Revolution all-time goal scorer, a record that had stood for 14 years. Until Martin broke it in the spring. So Revolution are fouled. Very humid night here in McDonough. As Atencio's trying to get on the top of that one for the Revs. Now he does. Gets over to Hugh. Hugh chips it in the corner. He's fouled after the ball is gone. We'll see if the ref says something later about that. So there's two players down, Hugh and a Pachuca player. I believe that's Alex Ruiz for Pachuca that's down as well. Hugh is back on his feet now. As Hugh is going to be able to collect this ball here, gets it away, and he's just ran right through. I am very surprised that wasn't called. Pachuca gets this ball back in. Kittleman. Kittleman just goes long. Nobody's there, though. Aline pushing up everybody for the Revolution. Trying to press Pachuca high here to get a turnover early. See if it pans out. Pachuca comes in. Kittleman. That ball goes out as well. Revolution still maintaining that high line of confrontation. Martin Saucedo chips that over to Hugh. But Pachuca still ran out with it. Kittleman now. Kittleman picked out his pass. Saucedo tips it back to Atencio. Atencio tried to chip it over to Snyder, excuse me. That ball's going to go out for a Revolution throw. Atencio's fouled. Is a good opportunity for the Revolution. Jermaine Hugh, the goal scorer, who hit the crossbar once and almost snuck one in from a free kick earlier. It's a little farther out than he's used to taking shots. We'll see if he goes back post, near post. It does hurt that Casey Newman's not in the match now for just this situation. So we are in first half stoppage now. Hugh goes for the shot. Yeah, it's a little farther than he's used to, but he tried it anyways. Sanchez was up to the task there. It's the second time tonight Aline has misjudged a ball. Didn't hurt him that time. But that's the kind of little things you got to focus on when you're down in these kind of matches. It's going to be a Pachuca throw. Ball's in. Aline heads it out. And now it's cleared by Kittleman. And that's going to be halftime. Unfortunately, the Revolution weren't able to even it up, but they did get one back. So make sure you stay tuned for the second half, as it's looking like it will be an extravagant one. Justin Murphy signed off for the first half. And welcome back here to the second half of this UPSL Georgia Premier Conference playoff semifinal, where Pachuca, Georgia leads 2-1 over the Georgia Revolution. Revolution fell asleep for about 2 minutes in the 8th to 10th minute. And they let 2 goals in. They got one back later, and they really played better than Pachuca and stretches there. Let's see if they can keep that momentum here as we're back underway. Saucedo. Aline over to Ransom. Ransom goes long. Trying to switch over to Snyder. Pachuca's there. Porcelli trying to dribble out of trouble, but Ricky Martinez is there for the Revolution. Now Snyder. Snyder across the goal to Atencio's there, but it just went over his head as the Revolution tried to answer back quickly. Ransom there for the Revolution. The time it's headed out. It's Daniel Juarez for Pachuca that heads it out. Ransom with a throw-in for the Revolution. See if we get a long throw. Soggy Hurst special, as we like to call it. This time he just takes the safe bet to Aline. Now Martinez. Kittleman. As there's some fog coming in on the pitch. As that's flashed into the center to Atencio. Atencio gets his head to it, but not on frame. But the fog just seemingly gets worse minute by minute here. We'll see if it affects the game at all. Very wet and humid night here in McDonough. Now Snyder has it for the Revolution. Cuts it inside. Oh, Atencio is pushed down from behind. I didn't hear the whistle, but he did call a foul.
And remember, at the Sellers and Parker Law Firm, you are more than just a client. You are family.
See on the replay here. Snyder kicks it in. And, yeah, Atencio is just absolutely battered. So we'll see what Hugh does here. Took one off the crossbar earlier. Scored the goal for the Revolution. Shoots it. Sanchez has to lay out. Rebound. Sanchez gets that one. A magnificent save by Freddie Sanchez. Saved the original shot and was able to get up quick enough to save the second. And now Hugh has the ball for the Revolution here. It's it over to Atencio. Atencio slides it to Aturia. Aturia, tricky dribbles. Oh, the second touch got him. But that was amazing. Yeah, it was just magnificent, tricky feet there by Aturia. And now Pachuca has a chance to run out here as Daniel Juarez on it for Pachuca. Decides to go backwards. Ricky Martinez picks that one up. Sends it wide to Snyder. Corona overlapping. He finds him. Into the box. That's going to go out for a corner for the Revolution. And the Revolution really putting on the pressure in these first 5 minutes of the second half. With how Jermaine Hugh has been, I wouldn't be surprised if he tries an Olympico here. And it slides in, Martin Saucedo! Martin Saucedo? Martin Saucedo extends his goal-scoring record for the Georgia Revolution.
Number 9, Martin, the Dream Saucedo.
It almost looked as if Jermaine Hugh did try the Olympico there, but luckily for the Revolution, Martin Saucedo knew exactly where to be and when to be there, and he was able to tap that one through. And now Schneider putting the pressure on Pachuca. Irizaga tried to get that one out for Pachuca. And now Pachuca's got to turn it back on. I was wondering how that was going to work after being up 2-0. And I guess the old cliche comes back to hurt him as we have a game here again. Hugh for the Revolution. Saucedo pokes that over to Schneider. Schneider tries to go long for Atencio. Didn't quite pull that one off, though. Foul called on Schneider. Back underway now as the ball sent back to Sanchez. Now Brian Gomez brings the ball up for Pachuca. Daniel Juarez has a run in the box. Nick Nelson picks that one up for the Revolution. The Revolution, you don't want to push it too fast to open yourself up for a counter. You've worked yourself back into this game. It'd be good if they just keep doing the same thing that got them back in this game. As Ransom has it. Hugh. Scott Schneider running. Slips it through to Schneider! Oh! Great last-ditch effort there by Alex Ruiz for Pachuca. Keeps that ball from going in. Schneider almost had the chip. As the life has come back into this match. It's a great run there by Schneider. Sanchez gets us back underway. Saucedo heads it over to Hugh. Hugh gets the ball down, still with it. Gets it over. That's Aturia now as he gets pushed over. Revolution is starting to heat up now. Oh, and now the ref is going to give a yellow card to Pachuca's coach. I'm not sure what Pachuca coach is so upset about here, but something's got him fired up, and now he has a yellow card. Ricky Martinez slips on that free kick. Hugh picks it up, sends it back to Saucedo. Saucedo again, trying to run around the corner. Pachuca throw. "55th minute, and we have a tie ball game here. After Pachuca went up 2-0 early in the first half, Revolution have clawed their way back, and they look the better team right now. We'll see if Pachuca can string some possession here together and ask some questions of the Revolution. They nearly did a minute ago with Daniel Juarez making a run in. Ricky Martinez. And that's stolen. Thiago Kittleman. Bad pass by Kittleman there. But the ref's going to call a foul.
Fans, make sure you go down and visit our good partners at Guacamole's and Shipped Coffee. Guacamole's offers a great selection of Mexican cuisine, and they're located right down there by the scoreboard. And then Shipped Coffee is located right in the local.
We're back underway now. Ray Minaline. Back to Kittleman. Oh, a little early on the restart, as now Kittleman sends it to Nelson. No Kittleman. Trying to slide it through there to Hugh. Pachuca's on it now. Kittleman ushers that ball out, but it will be a it should be a Pachuca throw. But the linesman gives it to the Revolution. Corona with the throw. The ref calls a foul on Gustavo Atencio after he got pushed in the back. But all is fair and well. I think that throw-in should have been Pachuca, so in the end, no harm, no foul. Ball's back in play. Turia cleared that, but it went straight to the feet of Ruiz. Snyder really giving a battle here. Now Atencio slides it over to Snyder. He needs some help. Dribbles around. Still going. Gets pushed down. And that is a foul. Snyder not happy. Was Brian Gomez had some words with Snyder there. Snyder dribbles around him here and just gets pushed down. And it looks like Gomez had a couple words for him that Snyder didn't like. We're about to be back underway as Hughes on it for this free kick. Can the Revolution take the lead here? Ball's in. Flashed across, and it's tipped over the bar by Sanchez. We'll have another corner kick. Say the Revs just scored off a corner kick from this side after Hugh went for an Olympico. Didn't quite come off, but luckily Saucedo was there. Looked like Christian Ransom tried to take that shot, but didn't quite connect with the ball like he'd like to. Brian Gomez gives it back. Atencio applying pressure. Sanchez clears it out now. Kittleman there. Pushes that ball out. It'll be a Pachuca throw. Play is switched. Oscar Jimenegildo on it. Jimenegildo. That ball goes out. Should be a goal kick. Oh, and Oscar Jimenegildo goes down. Oscar back up on his feet, but it looks like he's looking towards the bench for a sub. His night might be over. And Oscar Hermenegildo's night is over. Eteria for the Revolution. Ball's still in. I don't have a number for the player that came in for Pachuca. Could be Pablo Flores, though. Ricky Martinez trickle dribbling himself. Eteria. Oh, he's fouled. Haven't seen a yellow card for a player tonight. Did see one for Pachuca's coach. It's been a clean game for the most part. We'll see what happens here. It's kind of a shallow angle. I don't think we'll go for a goal here. Jermaine Michael back post here. He does. Ball bounces around. Saucedo was there, but he wasn't able to get his foot connected. Ball's back in play now. Christian Corona settles that ball down. Somehow it stays in. It's going to be a Revs throw. See if they go long. They go quick. Oh, unfortunately, that one didn't work. Ransom. Nope, it's a lean, excuse me. Lean. Tips it over to Tencio. Tencio flicks it towards Saucedo. Doesn't go there, but Tencio's back on it now. He thought that Jermaine Hugh was going to make that wide run, but he didn't. Revolution just putting all the pressure on Pachuca right now, but they got to be careful here. Suarez finds Iturizaga. Ricky Martinez, excuse me, wins that ball, gets it over to Atencio. Now he gets it to Hugh. Back to Martinez. Kittleman. Aline. Hugh. Atencio. Oh, he couldn't get the ball to his foot, excuse me. It's flashed across by Ransom, and Freddie Sanchez makes another magnificent save. Daniel Juarez not able to settle that ball down. We have another sub for Pachuca here. Yeah, Hugh chips it over. If Atencio could have gotten the ball to his foot there, it would have been dangerous. But Ransom does take a great shot here. But Sanchez was in the right position. So it looks like Axel Hermenegildo's night's over. Ransom throws the ball in. That is Rodrigo Quintana that came on for Hermenegildo. Eteria fouls Juarez. Verselli goes back post. They were able to get their head on the end of that, but that's about the only positive thing Pachuca's had in this second half so far.
Seller Parker LLC Law Firm, Buddy Kelly Properties Inc., State Farm, Brian Brakefield Agent, Suma Sportswear, Fellas Family Vision, Sweet Auburn Barbecue, Gezzo's, I Love McDonough, and all of our amazing business sponsors for supporting your Georgia Revolution this season.
Aline gives it back to Nelson. Pachuca putting on some pressure. See if the Revs can break it here. Corona. It's it over to Hugh. Hugh chips it over the top to Snyder. Pachuca could be in danger, but they were able to get back. That was Brian Gomez. Throw comes in quick to Atencio. Atencio chests it down. Shot! Flashed across goal. Doesn't go in, but Ransom he couldn't save it. Can be a Pachuca throw. Ball stolen by the Revs here. Eteria is in on goal. Flashes it. What a save! And a follow-up! Micah Snyder! Micah. Eteria was able to drive into the box there, as you can see on this replay. Ball was stolen. Eteria dribbled in, took a shot. Sanchez with a great save, but Snyder there with the follow-up, and that's the second goal the Revs have scored by following the shot on the back post. And just like that, the Revolution overturned the 2-0 lead. So what many people call a cliche isn't so cliche after all, as it seems for Pachuca, 2-0 was the most dangerous lead. And now Pachuca's really got to put in some work here. In the 68th minute now, Pachuca's got to settle it down, work the ball around, get some more shots. But it doesn't look like the Revolution are going to let up, as they're still pressing, trying to find another one. It's Flores, I believe. Throws it into Porcelli, back to Flores. Ransom steps in front. And that's going to be a Revolution throw. Ransom kicked the ball away for some reason. I'm not sure why he kicked it away. Ransom might get a card for that. No, he gets a talking to. He said, don't do it again. I think Ransom may have thought it was off of him, and he was trying to keep the ball, and maybe a little dark arts there. As Atencio makes his turn, slips around. Can't get the ball, though, as Pachuca runs with it. But the Revs now, after failing to do it in the first half, are winning those second 50-50 balls. And that's really what's turned this match around. Ricky Martinez picks that ball off. Nelson. Pachuca definitely is trying to do a little bit of a press themselves. Martin finds the space. As Manuel Neto has come on for the Revolution after that goal. That's another fire piece, as now Snyder. Hugh chips it over to Ransom. Oh, Ransom couldn't get that second touchdown, but he fights back to win the ball. Hugh. Neto. Neto came in the spring season last year for the Revolution, barnstorming, scoring multiple goals for the Revolution. He makes his return to the lineup tonight. Again, more firepower out there for the Revolution. Damari McCray is still on the bench for the Revolution as well. And Rogelio Balbuena, the man who scored the goal in the quarterfinal when we were down a man, is still on the bench as well. '71st minute. Revs now lead 3-2 over Pachuca, Georgia. Oh. Atencio thought that Eteria was going to make that run, but Ransom wins that back, but heads it right down to Juarez. Now Ransom. It's going to be a Revs throw. Nobody's in a hurry to get that ball for the Revolution. Ransom with the throw in. It's going to fall for Atencio. Atencio slows it up, gets it around, sends it through. Nobody's there. Ooh, Ricky Martinez had a shot. Now Saucedo shoots. Saucedo tried for that brace to add on to his all-time goal-scoring record. Ball back in play. Saucedo wins that one. Chips it over to Atencio. Atencio gets bowled over. No call. Gittleman. It's over to Neto. Neto dribbles around. Slides it through to Atencio. Atencio tries to chip it backwards to Hugh. But the Georgia Revolution are passing the ball around very well, making Pachuca chase this, especially down a goal. Oh, and that's a foul. And the first player yellow card goes to Neto. He's a very fiery player. But now he's got to be careful because Revolution can't afford to go down in a disadvantage. Neto wins that, but it falls to Pachuca. Flores. Hugh. Ooh, nutmeg. Ooh, Arturio tried to let it run. Finds Atencio. Atencio thought he got fouled, but he did jump on the ball. The ref's going to give a handball for that one. Temperature definitely dropped a lot since kickoff, it feels like. Pachuca throws that one in quickly. Pachuca's got to get something going very soon. Can this be it right here? And they're going to call a penalty. No, it's a foul right outside the box. Ooh, I don't know. That might have been in. Can't quite tell from here. We'll see on this replay. Yeah, it might have been just outside, but that was very dangerous. And now Pachuca has that opportunity to even this back up here. Revolution have to stay concentrated. Ball's in, and it goes over. Lucky for the Revolution, that didn't come back to haunt them. Had that been a couple inches to the right, it had have been a penalty kick. That was right on the line. Nick Nelson had to run to get that ball, but he's not in a hurry. Nick Nelson gets us back underway. Ricky Martinez tried to get to that one, but now Pachuca's going to have an opportunity. Nick Nelson comes out. Great goalkeeping. Nick Nelson goes long. Eteria there. Flicks it in the middle. Oh, Neto gets on it. Hugh chips it over. Trying to get to Saucedo. Saucedo gets on it. He clips it through the middle, but Pachuca's there. Revolution doing a good job on their passes tonight. Hugh wins it back. Saucedo to Hugh. Hugh flicks it over the top. And that's going to go out for a corner kick for the Revolution. Can the Revolution add on a little insurance? So we're into the 78th minute now. We got about 12 minutes and some change with stoppage time. Can't imagine there will be a lot yet. There hasn't been a lot of stoppages in this match. So now it's Pachuca's turn to turn on their focus. Ball's in. Oh, it fell to the back post. But Ransom wasn't able to get that one in. Pachuca going to make another substitution here. As you see, Ransom was right there at the back post. I think that ball came in a little quicker than he was expecting. As it looks like Daniel Juarez's night is over. He put a good shift out there. Had a couple chances for Pachuca. Ball's in now. Ransom clears. That was Chris Clemente coming in for Pachuca. Neto. Over to Corona. Cycles back to Kittleman. Corona. Now Ransom. Revolution doing a good job. Keeping possession. Keep the ball moving. You don't want to stop here. Aline. Martinez. Back to Corona. Hugh. Hugh slips. Still able to get it to Kittleman, though. Oh, hard foul. As Atencio was kicked very hard. That reverberated over the whole stadium. I hope Atencio's okay. That was a hard kick. Lucky there's not a card associated with that. As you see here, they're going to flick it into the middle here. Atencio just caught Brian Gomez. Just caught him clean on the top of the foot. But he's back up now. Hugh over top of this ball. Can he add the insurance here? Hugh runs up. Oh, just got under that ball. Hugh's got to be tired out there. That's a conundrum for Coach Diaz, as you don't want to take out his experience, especially not in a close match like this. Sanchez gets us back underway. Hugh wins it, gets it over to Atencio. Atencio couldn't find that outlet, but Hugh's back on it now. Hugh's fouled. Hugh chips it into the corner, but can't get it over. It's Clemente. Tries to clear it forward, but Hugh's there for the Revolution. And now he dribbles through. The pressure, still with it. Gives it back. Again, the Revs are just doing a great job of not letting the Pachuca players have any outlets. As soon as a Pachuca player gets on the ball, there's one or two Revs just stepping immediately. Pre-game talk, assistant coach Tim Gilbert told the team that if they wanted to, they could pick this team apart as long as they pass quickly and not go direct as much. And it seems that the team listened, because that's what they're doing here. Ransom, back heel, try to get it to Eteria. Eteria on it now. Hugh slips. Oh, unfortunate for the Revolution there. Looked like they had something. Hugh to Eteria. Eteria slips it to Martinez. Martinez trying to take a touch. Wanted to get it to his right foot. He's got a chance here now. Atencio lets it run. Takes the shot. Oh! Atencio had a chance to put it away. As we're about to get a substitution for the Revolution now. As you see on the replay here, Atencio let it run, tried to get it on his left foot, took an extra touch. He probably could have taken that first time, but maybe he felt like the Pachuca defender was too close. As I said, Jermaine Hughes' night is over now, and is this who I think it is? It might be the Wonder Kid himself. We'll see. And it is Demarion McCray, who's on the ball now. Multiple D1 offers. This kid's a teenager, y'all. And he's making waves with the Revolution. Ransom now. Martinez, you could tell Pachuca's turning up the pressure. They need to get something, and they need to get it quick. Ransom. Can't get that one to run through. Now Pachuca. It's Ruiz. Ruiz and Martinez, as Ruiz shoves Martinez to the ground, and that's a little frustration. Kicks the ball at him. And that's all that is. That's just frustration on Pachuca's side. Pachuca had that about 5-minute phase early in that first half where they scored their 2 goals, and that's about all the positivity they've had since. As now Atencio's called for the foul, and Neto, that's going to be his second yellow, isn't it? Or is he going to get a card? Oh, no, it's a final warning. Neto got a card. He's got to be careful. Revolution cannot afford to go down, and we can't afford to miss him for a potential conference final. Sanchez sends it through. It's headed out. Now it was McCray there Can't get it out, and this time Ransom does the smart thing and just kicks it out. Lets the Revolution defense get settled back in. Ransom heads that out. McCray couldn't clear it. No foul. Ref tells him to get up. Let's see if the Revolution can put some pressure and get this ball out of their own third. Kittleman took a bump into the face, it looked like. Now, was that Atencio gets fouled hard. Pachuca's coach got to be careful. Looks like he was saying some things to the Rebs player there. Ball's in now. That's going to be a Revolution throw. 87th minute. Revolution's got to stay focused. Not so much about scoring now as it is keeping the ball away from Pachuca. Kittleman. Oh, Kittleman's kicked hard. He seems neither bench wants to lose this match. Can't remember. Since the last time I saw a game where the benches had more cards than the field players, but here we are. Neto. Can he make the turn? Keep it in the corner. Takes it out now. Flashes it across. Eteria's there. Takes a shot. It's deflected. Revolution can take their time here if they need. Ball's in Atencio. Just taking it to the corner. Gets it out to Ransom. Ransom in the corner again. He gets fouled. And they're going to say goal kick. Revolution got to get back. Ransom's a defender. He's got to get on his horse to get back now. As Pachuca's got to throw everything they can forward to save their season here. Eteria can't. That's a foul by Eteria. He's got to be careful. As Pachuca tried to start that one early, way far from where the foul occurred. Pachuca throwing everybody forward now. Sanchez coming to take this. 89th minute. Ball's in here. Nick Nelson comes and claims it, and he falls down. Now Nick sends the ball in. Eteria's there. Pachuca somehow gets on it. Now McCray's running with Eteria. Eteria gets over to McCray. McCray takes a shot, but it goes deflected out for a corner kick. Last time we were here at Eagles Perch at Warhawk Stadium, McCray, the youngster, scored 2 goals. Could have nearly had a hat trick. See, if the Revs get a go here, it's all but a nail in the coffin for Pachuca. Can they stay focused? Ball falls down, cleared out by Pachuca. Corona, there for the Revolution. Dribbles around. Goes wide. Neto. Neto back to Corona. Corona flashes it in. Ituria couldn't finish the job. He hesitated. He could have taken the shot earlier. And now Pachuca has got numbers running forward. We're in the 90th. Yeah, McCray back heels it. Ituria could have one-timed it here to score, but he decided to hold it up and wasn't able to get that goal to go. Now we have another substitution as Ituria is coming off. Can the Revs hold on here? They do. It would be their third conference final in 5 years. That ball's cleared long. McCray jumps up in the air. Oh, he should have stayed on his feet. But it's still there. That was Rogelio Balbuena who kicked it backwards. Now, oh, and the Revs get a foul and a yellow card to Pachuca. This game is ending very spicy. That was a hard foul. It was Alex Ruiz. Rogelio Balbuena scored that goal in the quarterfinals at a disadvantage. And now we have a player down. Hopefully that's not Atencio. We are in stoppage time. We'll see how much gets added on for this. But if the Revs are able to put this one away, that all but puts the nail in Pachuca's season. Things getting spicy in the stands as well. It's definitely a playoff semifinal. Not looking good for the Revs player. I do believe that is Atencio. Atencio's had a lot of injury problems last few seasons, but when he's on for the Revolution. No, that was Rogelio Balbuena that was down. He just came on. Now he's got to come off for a few minutes at least. See if the Revs can take advantage of this and just put this game to rest. Atencio is on the ball for the Revolution. Let's see what he does here. He goes for goal. Just missed. Goal kick. Yeah, Atencio tries to find that bottom corner. Tried to fool Sanchez by curling that. But Sanchez wasn't fooled there. Atencio using his hip to win that one. Atencio flicks it back again. Atencio just being a workhorse here in the final few minutes. It's going to be a Revolution throw. Deep into stoppage time now. Throws in. Pachuca with it. This has got to be one of their last chances, but they turn it over. Great there by, was that Corona? It was Ricky Martinez, but now he's going to, and he gets a card for that. I think the original challenge was okay by Martinez. It was that second follow-up that he got the card for. Again, the Revs got to keep their heads here. The game is not over. As Sanchez pushes everybody up. This could quite possibly be the absolute final chance for Pachuca to save their season, put this into extra time. Chez kicks it long. And that's cleared out. Oh, Rogelio couldn't clear it out. It's chipped up. Ransom goes along. And that's it! The Georgia Revolution are heading to their third conference final in 5 years, as they will await the winner of the Kalanji Pro Profile Atlanta United Academy match on Tuesday. But there it is. The Revolution come back down 2-0 in the first 10 minutes to win this match. And it's, as I said earlier, it wasn't the first time they've done it here at Eagles Perch. The Warhawk magic continues on. I am Justin Murphy, your voice of Georgia Revolution, signing off here from Eagles Perch at Warhawk Stadium in McDonough, Georgia.
This has been a presentation of the UPSL. Any use of this broadcast without the written consent of the Atlantic Soccer Media Group is prohibited.